around the world, it's your boy Alex. Welcome back to the Brave Lionheart channel, and welcome to a new segment on my channel I like to call the Duel Corner. But I just call it on my channel Duel Corner mostly because, I didn't want to put like a full title in there, but had to work with what I had at the moment basically. So if you didn't know in one of my earlier videos, this is one of the new segments I said that I'll be doing on my channel, which is mostly based around Yu-Gi-Oh! Related stuff. Anything that has to do with the anime, update news for the card game, or anything like that. Possibly some reaction videos of Yu-Gi-Oh! Related stuff. I'll have to figure that out as I, get the channel started, but basically get this segment of my channel started. You all know how that works. And, you probably noticed I also ended up putting my first Yu-Gi-Oh! Series on there. Yeah, I also have 2 playlists for that, so basically I'm trying to manage that for a while and trying to manage a bunch of stuff with it. But yes, this is a new segment on my channel that is mostly Yu-Gi-Oh! Related content, and I know a lot of people out there are big Yu-Gi-Oh! Fans, and I'm excited to see that there are, and this freaking light is bothering me so much. I don't know why. Maybe I'll just, stand here and, oh, no, it's bothering. Okay, there we go. That's actually much better. And, hey, happen to be an anime fan. Got my Dragon Ball Super poster in the back. Yeah. But we're not focusing on that. We're actually focusing on this segment. And today, we have something very special. Before we actually get started on what it is, I want to say, I'll just get it out of the way. So, today, we're going to be bringing out some update news that Konami, not the company that does the video games, but the company that basically also works on the card game as well, has basically teamed up with a little, I'll try to explain it. So, we're basically taking a look at some update news from Konami's Digital Next. You can basically say it's Konami's version of E3, basically, but with Yu-Gi-Oh! Related stuff. And before we actually get into what I'm actually talking about with it, I originally wanted to do this when this news was announced, but I was busy with doing other stuff and getting other videos set up for my channel just so I could, have to wait a little bit longer for it because, again, now just trying to post 2 or 3 times a week now instead of just once a week, so you know how that works. But yeah, so I waited, and I wasn't sure exactly what this whole thing was because I watched it a couple nights ago when they announced it and everything, and it's kind of complicated if I try to explain it, but anyway. So, what exactly is Yu-Gi-Oh! Digital Next, or Konami's Yu-Gi-Oh! Digital Next? Well, it's, like I said, it's E3, but it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Related stuff. More specifically, Yu-Gi-Oh! Video games, basically, where they actually have announced 4, well, let's just say 3, and they also announced additional stuff for the 4th game I'm talking about, which I'll get into that once we talk about it. And some actually interesting games that sound really cool. So, without further ado, let's actually start off with the first one, shall we? So let's dive right into our first game, shall we? And specifically, this game is one that's coming out for the Nintendo Switch. Yeah, because we already had a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game that came out to the Nintendo Switch before. Well, it was the same game that had DLC. I'll explain it basically once we get into it. And this particular Nintendo Switch Yu-Gi-Oh! Game that's coming out is basically based on the current Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime that's out, which of course is called Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s, which of course, if anyone out there watching this wants me to talk about that, I probably will have to do a review on the series when I get the chance to, when I get other videos done and stuff like that. But anyway, let's talk about the full title of this game for the Switch. And boy, is it a long one. Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel Psycho Battle Royale. Yeah, try saying that name 5 times fast for a tongue twister. Like I said, is a new game that's coming to the Nintendo Switch, and is based off the current and 7th series of Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s. And again, like I said, if you guys want me to cover that series as a review, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll do that for my next, Duel Corner video. But what's really interesting is that it introduces a new duel mechanic for the card game, basically, Rush Duels. And with me explaining what Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s is, I'll try to explain that when I do a review of the series. And honestly, I like the idea of them bringing Rush Duels, well, the format of Rush Duels, to a video game. And believe me, it gets more complicated than pendulum summoning, Xyz summoning, or synchro summoning all combined. Trust me, I know. But I started playing through it with like different stuff, and it actually is kind of fun. But enough talk about that. Let's actually talk about the more traditional way of dueling with our next game update that we got to see, and that of course is titled Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. And no, this isn't a game that's based around the format, which was regular dueling for the 6th Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, Yu-Gi-Oh! Reigns, which I'll talk about that also if you guys want me to review that series. But allow me to explain. This game basically is just the normal format of dueling, but with some interesting stuff. Not only will it have the original TCG cards and basically the original OCG cards mixed in with this, hopefully they'll have like English subtitles for the name of the cards, the descriptions, and basically the effects of cards. But it features some pretty decent looking animations, mostly summoning animations and chain effects when you activate traps and spells. And the best thing about this, it's gonna be on every single home console that you can think of. So yeah, every console you can think of. PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox One X, the Nintendo Switch, Steam, even though that really isn't a console, it's basically a laptop. But yeah, every console this game, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, is going to be coming out for. Which, honestly, I'm really excited. Which, I would love to see more Yu-Gi-Oh! Games come out on consoles and everything. But sadly, we can't have that because they gotta go on to other stuff like laptops and stuff like that, which basically, it makes sense. And now we move on to our next game. Well, technically, this is a game that already exists. This is just an update for it, basically. Our next update for this game, we're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. And for those of you that don't know, I'll give a quick little summary of this game. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links was basically... Sorry, I meant to say Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links was a mobile game for the iOS app and I think Android also. Basically, it was a mobile game that lets you basically duel using the speed duel format. And no, it's not the speed duel format from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. It's actually the speed duel format from Yu-Gi-Oh! Reigns, which basically only used 3 monster zones and 3 spell and trap zones. Yeah. Kind of makes it confusing for how exactly it's going to work for this update. Case in point, the update being Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V, or Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5, that has to deal with action duels and pendulum summoning. Yeah, it was also a thing that Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links basically started adding more characters from each Yu-Gi-Oh! Show into the game mechanics with like new cards and like new worlds and stuff, which this update is kind of confusing to me. How exactly are you going to do pendulum summoning, which by the way is also meaning summoning multiple monsters in one move? Haha, so it's that meme from Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. Sorry, the audio basically cut out a bit for this. But it did actually make me think of a question. How exactly are they going to incorporate pendulum summoning into the Yu-Gi-Oh! Reigns speed duel mechanic that this game has? Because you can only use 3 spell and trap card zones and 3 monster zones. I don't know. I really don't know. It's a confusing update that I saw, and I'm just thinking, how are you going to incorporate that? But I do guess we will find out once the actual update appears on Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Though, considering I have basically, at this point, I have stopped playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links because of basically trying to complete all the challenges in different worlds and unlocking all the different stuff and the characters. It takes way too long. But anyone who's watching this who still plays Duel Links, you test it out for yourself and you let me know how they incorporate it in the game. Just let me know. And now we come to our last game announcement for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Verse. Or is it Yu-Gi-Verse? Well, we have a lot of canonically correct universes that were created for movies, so why not anime? So, we come across our last game update for the Yu-Gi-Verse, and sadly, there's not much I can tell about this last game. I mean, sadly, all we have for it is a title and basically what the game could possibly be. And that title being Yu-Gi-Oh! Cross Duel. Yeah, and I'll admit the title actually looks pretty decent. And all that's pretty much known about this game that we've gotten so far is the title and what this game will be. Basically, the update tells us that it's going to be a 4-player Yu-Gi-Oh! Battle Royale kind of thing. I guess kind of tying into the title with the first game we talked about for this video, but that's pretty much all that's known about this game. I mean, maybe once we get a trailer that drops for this game, we'll get more info, but other than that, all we... Oh, now you want to cooperate with me? Sorry, I probably just blind you all. But anyway, guys, there you go. That is it for this video, for my first Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual Corner related video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, actually, because this is the first time I'm actually doing something with, like, a different segment and all that, basically. So, yeah. But also, let me know in the comment section which of the 3 Yu-Gi-Oh! Games... Yeah, I said 3 because the 4th one we talked about was just an update for a game that already exists. Yeah. And let me know which of the 3 Yu-Gi-Oh! Games I just talked about you guys are super excited for, because I know a lot of people out there are Yu-Gi-Oh! Fans, and I just can't wait to see what you guys think. Also, before I also end this video, let me know in the comments section which of the 3 Yu-Gi-Oh! Shows that I have mentioned you would like me to review first. Or if you want me to go in order from the shows, you know, starting off with the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Series or possibly Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0, which that'll be interesting to talk about. Trust me, you'd probably know what I'm talking about. But yeah, let me know which of the 3 shows I mentioned in this video you want me to start off as a review. Or again, let me know if you want me to go in order from the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Show, then go to the latest Yu-Gi-Oh! Show in that order for, like, reviews. So, yeah, there is that. So, that's all I gotta say for this video. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell to never miss a new video. And remember, guys, always believe in the heart of the cards. And it's time to duel! Yeah, no, that outro does not work for this. I'm just gonna stick to my old outro. So, with that being said, I will see all you awesome guys later. Bye-bye!